Yeah, I love it. Speaking of Meghan Markle, Get Him to the Greek also was a great picture. I just want to name that. The rest
Was
is
she in that
bullshit.
movie too? I don't remember her at all in that film.
Speaking of remembering, Remember Me also with Robert Pattinson. She's in that one as well. The
9/11
three,
movie.
yes, yes. Sorry, yeah, I just had to bring up Meghan Markle. I sort of love her. But back to Chopper real quick, if you guys want to. If you don't want to, no worries. Uh, I had this thing. Did you know that I mean, it's a fun fact, obviously, but the "Don't Fence Me In," that's the song it sort of opens with, right? And then the same song, another Reagan link, was covered by Bob Dylan for the credits of Reagan. "Don't Fence Me In."
You
Incredible
know,
musical tie.
I did listen to your episode on Reagan with Filthy Armenian, and
Yes.
I appreciate you actually trying to challenge him to cite something good about the movie because I really, I don't expect you to ever be agreeable if you don't believe that to be the case. I think you've certainly proven that with your podcast and appearances
Thank you.
over the years, and which is refreshing. But it was so necessary when I did see all over X for the week following its immediate release. Because I walked into Reagan, I told you this is a piece of
Mm.
shit. Ignore all that, and they're really trying to make this out to be a better movie than it is. It's got 15 or 18% on Rotten Tomatoes, but the audience score is 100%, of course. So the audience,
Wow.
it must say something if the audience likes it and the critics don't like it. And sometimes it just means the audience is fucking stupid. The audience doesn't know any better. The audience is rooting for it, and their
Yes.
heart might be in the right place, but it doesn't make it a good film. And I have to recommend this episode of Eight Plates, the
Thank
Reagan
you.
episode with Filthy Armenian, who I like, by the way. I like Filthy Armenian.
It's very nice.
Yeah, go listen to that if you're listening to this show right now and want to hear the truth about Reagan, and also the other side, the people who are commending Reagan for what that
Yeah.
film is.
Thank you.
So they're
Not
doing they're doing that shit again. They're doing the My Son Hunter thing again, where
Sound of
we're
Freedom,
supposed.
I compared to like in the
Uh,
episode. Not to
But
spoil, but
I thought Sound of Freedom was actually a competent. Like I wouldn't have assumed sound. If I was a foreign person, if I was Hans and I walked into a movie
Chinese.
theater at random
Yes.
and I saw Sound of Freedom, there's not a
oh,
lot in that
freedom! Oh,
movie.
I love my freedom. Let's go watch the freedom. Yeah, that's what you would say. Yeah, before. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
I had a sip right before that. That was crazy, Hans. Insane.
Wow,
Thank
I
you.
didn't know we were gonna have Jackie Chan on this show as well. But my point is, I watched that and I was really expecting something that would be the most passable version of a My Son Hunter or a Terror on the Prairie, the Daily Wire films. I thought this is a well made picture for what it is.
Yeah.
And I think it passes the sniff test of being like an average movie in general. It's
Mhm.
not just like it's not just a good conservative Christian film. It's an average movie. It's a C movie, which is
Mhm.
the highest compliment I can give a film like that I've seen to date. Anyway, I don't think any of them actually become great films or good films.
Well, just real quick to clarify, the comparison there wasn't a quality one, just in the sense that people who love that movie or hate that movie more oftentimes are just it's about the ideology. It's about like
Yeah.
I'm an epic communist dude. I hate Reagan, and then the film that says Reagan was a cool guy for hating communists, then you hate the movie, or vice versa. I'm a epic trad guy. I see this movie about this president that sort of has Trumpian aesthetics in some ways, and it's not presented as this evil guy. Therefore, I love it. So it's removed from the film. There's this conversation that's not based on the film. It's just the idea of Reagan or I don't know, pedophile hunting in Mexico.
DC, I walked out of the movie theater just as the credits started to roll, but I saw on X there's a post-credit scene. Is this true, or am
No,
I getting
no.
trolled?
The Reagan multiverse, is that the American President Cinematic Universe?
Well, it's like that meme of Jesus Trump. There's the guy like injecting heroin, and it's Trump's
Oh
arm. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Hmm.
No, well, here's the thing about me. I had a very classic cam rip of the film. That's how I watched the film, the
Ooh,
cam rip version.
the
So
Costa
I did
Rican theater.
I did not
Hell
want
yeah.
to. Yeah, that's right. I didn't want to mention that because then people were like, "Well, of course you couldn't have enjoyed it that way. It's meant to be seen in the theater." It's like, what, brother? I watched Twin Peaks on my phone. You know what I'm saying? And I love Twin Peaks. And I know that's like a meme or anything, but I really, I try to watch movies in the theater. But if it's that sort of movie, I just went for it. And no, I did the recording cut off before that point, so I don't know.
Oh, so you don't know if the post-credit scene is just
No.
Reagan with pudding coming out of his ears? Is that not just because its brain is just melting out of his head now? We don't know
I'm
if that's
forming a
a
patriot. Yeah, yeah.
okay.
Damn, I
Yeah.
guess I'm gonna have to buy the DVD to find out.
Yes, yes.
Hmm.
I'm sure that's going to be a big one as well because they always do that for these movies, right? The films that are, what's it called? The films that aren't critically or commercially viable, but then later on a cult classic, right? There's going to be
Mm,
not a Vinegar Syndrome, but something like that, like
I
in
would
20
love to
years.
see Reagan on
yeah,
Vinegar Syndrome this
it's
fall with the Keep.
it's
Yeah.
conservative, so it's vinegar, but it's spelled differently.
Oh wow, Hans, incredible! He can't help himself. This guy, he's got those lip-tart opinions. He's got to fire back. He's got to fire back, of course. No, but
I hate this shit. I hate how it's all about like my team and your team, and if it's my
yeah,
team, then it's a good movie, and if it's your team, then it's a good movie for you. And
yeah,
it's just they're all bad.
yeah.
It's not quality. It's just shit.
Okay,
Well, I
well,
can
It's
tell
just
you, I saw this in the theater, and I can
mm,
absolutely say it wouldn't have been any different, DC. I really don't think so. In fact, I don't think there's ever been a movie where I've checked the time more or I made a bathroom break when I didn't have to use the bathroom.
yes.
and you
So,
went to see My Friend Hitler. That's like 8 out. No, what was it called?
my friend Hitler, well,
Yeah,
you're
wasn't
It's not
merging
a
that?
real.
films
I
now.
just want to say I know I stalk Lores's letterbox like it's the I don't know Q updates, but I don't think you watched My Friend Hitler. That's not a real thing you watched.
What
It's
was that called?
Our Hitler, a film from
Oh,
Germany. It's not the same thing.
okay. All right. Well,
No,
that's
you
my.
have my son Hunter on the brain still, Hans,
Yeah.
and that movie was considerably more fun than Reagan. The only
Mm.
thing that really sunk that movie were all the whistle sound effects and that wow wow.
Is that real? I haven't.
Was that what was happening? We just goes to the camera.
Yeah, they hired Gina Carano to walk out and explain the movie like John Voight
Oh
explains
yeah.
Reagan when he's wearing his his 30 Seconds to Mars eyeliner to look younger.
Nice.
Oh no, they do that again?
Yeah, of
What?
course they do.
Why? Oh God. It's not the same person making all these movies, right? Or is it?
No. I don't think so. I mean, my son Hunter was way more mischievous as a movie, and the
Mm.
guy who played Hunter Biden in that movie, he's a UK actor. In fact, I think he worked with Meghan Markle on something. Maybe
Ooh.
he's a good actor, and he was kind of good in the movie. He seemed like he was above doing that film, but Reagan doesn't. I mean, Reagan's got some of the cast would be an A-list cast if it was 25 years ago.
Hmm.
Dennis Quaid, Mina Suvari, even John Voight, the John Voight of today at 85 years old was not the John Voight he was in 2000 or 2005.
Of course.
You have these people, and I would even give a pass to some of the clear D-listers in there that shouldn't be in, who are really stinking up the place.
Hmm.
But when Scott Stapp of Creed came out as Frank Sinatra.
What?
Oh yeah.
Take
Oh
me
yeah.
high. Oh man. Yes.
And there's no prosthetics or anything. They don't do anything to make him look like Frank Sinatra. He's just singing a Frank Sinatra song. I was like, what am I doing the next 2 hours? Well, how did I get talked into? Oh, $13 movie ticket day.
Yeah.
Great.
Frank
Yeah.
Sinatra with a tank top and long hair, just sweatily singing in the club.
I think you know what? I think
Uh,
he might have had long hair. I think it was combed back, but he had longer hair than Frank Sinatra's ever had.
Mm.
I'm looking at the director's IMDb.
Zach and Cody.
He's got 76 movies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wizards
That
of
he's
Waverly
directed.
Place, the reunion.
Hmm?
Yeah, what the fuck?
I brought it.
Is he conservative or they just got like anyone to make this movie?
Well, it can't be a nice career move if you really have a like a very up and coming career. So it's either for the money or he's actually believing in this. It's not like okay, what is this?
It's a
That's
Roseanne
Roseanne
and
Rabbi
Grammy
Shmuley.
Yeah, they had a show apparently in 2019 that he directed.
But yeah, on
Or
the show,
pilot.
not to spoil everything from the Eight Plates episode. Thank you, LowRes, for recommending. But really, the other thing that he directed I loved is Soul Surfer. If you can find it in the list, that's
Oh yeah,
again
that's right.
not good, but one of my childhood memories. I love that movie as a kid. So
Is that the one where she gets bitten
yeah,
by
and
a
she loses
shark
an
or
arm.
something?
Yeah, It's so
I don't
sad
think I've
'cause-
heard of this movie. Could we play the trailer real quick?
Oh wow, it's got Dennis
And-
Quaid and Kevin Sorbo and
Yeah.
Hey, just like Reagan.
Craig T.
Yeah.
Nelson.
Yeah.
Fuck
Wow,
is
where was
Craig T.
Craig T.
Nelson
Nelson? He
doing
could have
there?
played George H.W.
Mm.
Helen Hunt, Carrie Underwood. Okay, hold on. I need to share sound. So give me 1 second.
You know, we're only 5 years away from Mark Wahlberg being integrated into these types of films.
Oh yeah.